Hi everyone and welcome back. We're just about to head into episode 16 of season 1 of Supernatural. I thought the last episode was the best episode so far. It showed that you don't always need the supernatural in this show to show true evil. People can be just as evil as the idea of a supernatural being. As someone stated to me, this is based on a real life family, which is not shocking. We've seen this done throughout time in cinema history, that they have represented cannibal families that hunt for pleasure, for game. And this was just an example of one of those times that they used it, and it was very effective. Very, very effective episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you want full reactions to this and other stuff that I have on my Patreon, I will leave a link in the description box below.
Previously on.
So I get the feeling Mega's going to be in this episode from that highlight. There's something whispering her name. It's a shadow. Is it a shadow demon? Oh.
Look, you want to pull this off or not? I'm just saying these
Yeah, but Sam is the better of the two at hiding his identity and lying.
Well, no offense, but your lawn's about as useful as boobs on a man.
Well, that's why we're here. See what went wrong, stop it from happening again.
And what condition was Meredith then?
Meredith was all over, in pieces. The guy who killed her must have been some kind of a whack job.
Man, when I found that article, I knew this was our kind of gig.
I think I agree with you.
See, talk to the cops.
Meredith's heart was missing.
Her heart?
Yeah, her heart.
There's a symbol.
Really?
They're always playing pool/billiards. I'm guessing that's how Dean makes a lot of his money.
I'm a professional. I'm offended that you would think that.
All right. You mind doing a little bit of thinking with your... Last month, he was found mutilated in his townhouse. Same deal. Door was locked. The alarm was on.
Is there any connection between
What did it take, though, of his?
Not yet. At least Ben was a banker, Meredith.
Well, well, well.
Sam!
There she is. Unless she sent the shadow demon.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, the whole scene got old, so I'm living here for a while.
So you've heard of me?
Oh yeah, I've heard of you. Nice. The way you treat your brother like luggage. It's just the way you told me he treats you. If it were me, I'd kill it, you know.
Yeah, you're trying to. That's the point of you being there.
Who the hell was she?
I don't really know. I only met her once. Meeting up with her again. I don't know, man. It's...
Yeah, tell me about it. She wasn't even that into me.
No, man. I mean, like, our kind of strange. Like, maybe even a lead.
Why do you say that?
I met Meg weeks ago.
So there is a Meg Masters.
That I did have some luck with. It's, turns out it's Zoroastrian. Very, very old school, like 2,000 years before Christ.
So someone's controlling it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And from what I gather, it's pretty risky business, too. These suckers tend to bite the hand that feeds them. And the arm.
I really do like the music playing in the background. I just can't remember what other films it's been in. Well, that's an interesting way to get off. It's a good thing he's strong.
I don't think you should come.
Did she let him see that? I didn't think they were gonna reveal Meg's storyline yet.
Into it. The way witches used to scry into crystal balls or animal entrails. She was
Mm.
communicating with someone.
With who? With Deva?
No, you said those things were savages.
The first victim, the old man, spent his whole life in Chicago, but he wasn't born here. McCrew was born.
Lawrence, Kansas.
I think we got a serious lead on the thing that killed Mom.
Yeah.
So, this warehouse is 1435 West Erie. Big night.
Yeah. Be a person again.
Here we go.
You want to go back to school?
Yeah, once we're done hunting the thing.
Why do you think I drag you everywhere? Huh? And why do you think I came and got you at Stanford in the first place?
Because Dad was in trouble.
Could be.
No. There's no way she didn't hear them. It's taken a long time to chant.
Guys,
Hmm.
Hattie's a little bit childish, don't you think?
So, where's your little David friend?
Around. And that shotgun's not gonna do much good.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart.
Because it looks like it's part bird
Listen,
with talons.
don't take this the wrong way, but your girlfriend, it's a bitch. It's Miller time. Don't you kill us already?
Not very quick on the uptake, are we?
Which he is not. He wouldn't walk into something like this. He's too good.
He is pretty good. I'll give you that. Lets his emotions cloud his judgment. I happen to know he is in town. They're invisible. Their shadows are just the only part you can see.
Why are you doing this, Meg?
Okay.
What kind of deal you got
Unless
worked out here? Huh?
there's a way you can see them.
And with-
There's no need to be nasty. You and I can still have a little dirty fun.
You wanna have fun? Go ahead then. I'm a little tied up right now.
Oh, I thought she was going to stab him with it. Oh yeah, they did say they bite the hand that feeds them.
Hey, Sam, the next time you want to get laid, find a girl that's not so buckets and crazy, huh?
Hello, father.
Good. Well, doesn't surprise me. It's tried to stop me before.
The demon.
I don't want you caught in the crossfire. I don't want you hurt.
Ted, you don't have to worry about us.
Isn't that a bit late?
Yes, I do.
Dude, we should stick together.
No,
We'll go after this demon town.
you're easier targets together.
No.
And for Dean to say that as well, with how much he follows his dad's orders and how much he respects him, that's a lot.
Be careful, boys.
So should you, because you guys have no idea where Meg is. What a way to end an episode. So that was episode 16 of Supernatural. Meg was back. That was kind of given away though in the prelude. I wish they wouldn't do that in shows because it kind of it spoils it for you, because it would have been a nice surprise for you to be like, oh, Meg's back. We're at the final furlongs of the episodes, so I understand why all of a sudden the dad's back. I thought this should have been entitled Trapped or Traps. There was a trap within a trap within a trap, and it just repeated. It was a repetitive cycle of traps. And the boys do let their guard down. A bit too much. Sam was on the ball. Yes, it was a trap to begin with, but he was very intuitive from the first moment he saw Meg. So she laid her plans out on the table, more or less straight away. He picked up on it. But when they're around their dad and their dad's around them, they really are at their weakest. And I think Dean's figuring that out, that when they're together, it doesn't work because they care too much. And when you care too much, you're going to get yourself killed. And as Meg's a demon, she doesn't care. She doesn't have those morals, those empathy and those compassions that humans usually have. The demon, the Davis, was actually quite an intimidating foe if you think about it, because the shadow is the only part you see. Unless maybe you have the medallion and then you can actually see what they look like. It was very intriguing. They almost felt bird-like, almost part bald eagle-esque with the talons, along with reptilian. It was in. I would have. I don't know about them. Intimidating foe because they are in the shadows, but at the same time, just there. This episode was a middling kind of episode because it did push the storyline along, but it also felt very separate from what we've been watching the last few episodes. It was good to see the dad back. The boys know he's alive, so they've actually seen him. Also, the dynamics were great because the tension between the dad and Sam is palpable. And he didn't apologise to Sam for the fight, and Sam didn't apologise to him. Do they apologise in this show to one another, or was that maybe deemed a bit too effeminate? It's not masculine enough if you apologise. I'm not sure with their characters because they're very much the male bravado, false alpha male toughness that they kind of have in them. Dean, I'm glad Dean said what he said at the end. Because out of the two of them, Dean's the one who follows his dad and idolises him. So for him to say you need to go, with how much it hurts him to not see his dad, shows that Dean is growing as a character, and probably at a faster pace than Sam. Sam seems almost kind of on the same level, his character, whereas Dean fluctuates up and down with his character, but there's definitely growth, and I think he's needed that. I think being on his own has made him realise just how difficult hunting is. Obviously it has its perks, as he got that waitress's number, or barmaid's number. But yeah, so those two deaths were just meaningless. They were probably, I will forget about them by next week. There was no correlation for them. Now, who will Meg follow? I'm guessing the boys, because that makes a lot more sense. Also, I'm surprised they thought she just died from falling out a window. Is that how they've killed other demons? I just feel like that would be a weak way for a demon to go. Demons are a lot stronger than that. Another thing I'd like to pick apart slightly, and it's a positive, but it's also something intriguing, that the scratches on them, the talon scratches, the claw scratches on Dean, if you look, when they had scenes of him doing a close-up, when he told his dad he needs to go, the way it was painted, there was no bruising. They didn't put any prosthetics on there to make it look like when you cut yourself and kind of the skin kind of inflames. But then all of a sudden, when they were in the car at the end, when they were leaving, if you look, when the light caught the scars, all of a sudden the skin around the open wounds were inflamed, and they were. Then you can see the prosthetics. And I liked that because then it felt like claw marks. So I don't know if when they originally did that, they quickly put the marks like that, and then what they were doing when they added the prosthetics was to show that after just like 10 or 20 minutes, how we as people kind of like damage shows up more over time, so it looks even more gruesome because they had the blood down the mouth and all of that. But seeing the difference in the scratches on Dean's face was really intriguing. I liked that, and it must have taken a long time for the makeup artist to get that correct, because on TV it shows up different to how it would show up on a theatre production or even in person. When you do makeup on something, it shows up completely different. So makeup artists know little tricks to make it stand out more. I felt like that's what it was. I felt like it was just blood on first, and then they added prosthetics on a couple of scenes later. Thank you for watching. That was episode 16. I will be back next week with episode 17.